This is how to do the little muffin top. It's like a messy bun hole with a little crocheted ruffle all the way around the edges. Isn't that cute? This is my Hearts and Hares hat with a muffin top. And we're going to bind off, using a crochet hook and this hairband. This side we're not going to be using anymore. We're just going to use your crochet hook and your left hand needle. For the first stitch, you're going to slip the stitch off and you're holding the rubber band with your left hand. It's a little tricky, but just hold it up there. You want to go through the rubber band, grab that yarn, pull it back through and through that slip stitch right there. And then you're going to do a single crochet right there. Leave that stitch on this on your hook. Slip off your next stitch. Go through the rubber band. Pull it back through and through that slip stitch. Now you have 2 stitches on your hook. Go ahead and pull your yarn through and do a single crochet on that. Slip the next stitch, go through your rubber band, grabbing your yarn through that first slip stitch, grab your yarn and pull it through the next 2 stitches. Easy peasy. You just keep doing that until you go all the way around. And you're going to bind off all these stitches, and I'll meet you back here when we're all done. Okay, we finished with our little hairband. So we have our messy bun hole. We can tie this off right now, cut it off, and the hat would be almost ready to go, just tie in the loose ends. But I want to put on ruffles on the top. This is what I'm calling the muffin top, because it kind of protrudes over the elastic, kind of what my belly does to my pants. But anyway, this is cuter. I like it. It's just a cute little muffin top. 2 layers of ruffles, inner and outer. And when I talk about inner and outer, if you look at the V's here, we have the inner and then we have the outer. This is the same stitch. So we're going to go completely around and make 4 sets of triple crochets in each of one of these inner stitches, the inner V. And when we get all the way around, we're going to slip back and do double crochets. Again, we're going to do 4 in each one of these stitches. Again, but on the outside V. So we're going to go around twice in the same stitch. So we're going to start on the inner V right here. And I crocheted 4 single crochets. That's going to be my first triple. My second triple. Oops. I tried to do a double. This is a triple. Keep my mind on track. Here we go. Okay. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4. This first one was my chain 4. And then we did 3 more triple crochets. We're going to repeat that all the way around. We're going to go in the next one and we're going to do 4 triple crochets. And it's on the inner part of that top stitch. There's one. This is kind of a funky yarn. It has little bits of sari silk and little bits of Angora going through it. It's really awesome though. It's so soft. It's kind of a tweedy look. A tweedy, kind of crazy yarn. Let me get some more yarn out here and get my needle out of my way. I don't need it. So where was I? 1, 2, 3. I got one more to go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 triple crochets in that stitch. And we're going to do that all the way around. So looking back, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triple crochets, and it's starting to ruffle up just a little bit. I'm going to continue on, and I'll meet up here with you when we get back around and we get started on that outer round. Okay, I finished my round and I connected. I did a slip stitch to finish that off, and here it is. One whole set of ruffles. Yay! So I'm going to grab my yarn and my crochet hook, and we're going to get ready to do the outer ring of ruffles. You can pick it up anywhere in here. Here's these little, the V's that we're going to pick up right there. All the way around. And in these, we're going to do 4 sets of double crochets in each one for the outer ring. Old eyes, here we go. I'm going to leave about 6 inches of yarn to weave in later. Hold your mouth just right. And then, okay, we're gonna do 3 single crochets. That'll be my very first double crochet. I'm gonna go in that same stitch, do 3 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. And add just a little bit, see if you can see that okay. This little stitch is hard to see, but it's so doable, and it's so pretty when you get done. So this is the one that we did, so we're going to grab that very next one and do 4 more sets of double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go into that next stitch, that outer V right there. Let me wrap my yarn first, grab my outer yarn, and then, yep, there we go. We're going to do 4 more. 4 double crochets in each one of those stitches all the way around. That's 3. That's 4. That's a little bit of ruffle. I'll catch up with you when we get all the way around. And then I gotta find me some contrasting color. Look at these ruffles, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm almost done. And I found some red yarn that I over dyed. Has some streaky purple in it. So we're gonna use that. I think it's gonna look cool. It's amazing what you can find in your stash. Dig in, it's like, okay, what wants to come out and play today? So I got here and I did all my double crochets, 4 of them in each one of my little stitches around. And I'm just gonna go to that first stitch and do a slip stitch. And I'm all done with that part. Get my little crafty scissors over here. That's going to be so cool. So the next step is so easy, you guys. Just so easy. Hardest part is trying to find the end of my yarn. Here we go. I'm just going to do like a single crochet all the way around on the inner and the outer. I'll just give a nice little pretty color, and I can start virtually anywhere. Grab my yarn, do a slip stitch. Here we go. It's getting late in the day. I should do this earlier in the day. But I'm so close to finishing. It's funny, you get so excited. So I just slipped that in there. I'm going to do a single crochet. And I'm just going to do a single crochet all the way around. All the way, I'm going to grab both those V's. And as I go, I'm just going to tuck in those strands. It's 2 less strands for me to weave in. That's one of the things I always, it's not that I hate weaving in ends, it's just like you get so excited to wear and finish your project and you've got all these little ends. So these are just 2 less ends I'll have to weave in. Look how pretty that's going to be. Oh my gosh, that red is just going to make it pop. I'm just excited I found that. And the little streaks of purple, it's like, what? Who cares? It's going to be awesome. Awesome with this little tweedy project. So anyway, I'm just going to keep going around the whole top. Do a single crochet in each one of those stitches. I'm going to do that to the inner and the outer ring. And then for my eyelets, for my, I think I'm going to make me an I-cord. Yeah, I think I will. It's kind of like I did here with the same yarn that I topped it off. I'm going to make an I-cord and just kind of thread that in. And that'll go in my little eyelet holes along the ribbing there. Yeah, look, that is going to be pretty. Oh, I can't wait to get this finished. Talk to you later. Well, I finished it. I went all the way around the top with my contrast color. We've got our little muffin top for our messy bun hole on top. And I went ahead and I did an I-cord, and I just weaved it in and out on all those I-cords or eye-hole eyelets. And then I sewed in the ends together. It worked out beautiful. I kind of like that. And I have a little rolled edge on my hat. And here's my chestnut version with chocolate brown as the accent color. I am really pleased how this turned out. Happy knitting, you guys. Let me know how you like it.